Hello and welcome to Train Sim TV. In today's video we're going to be taking a look at two lines on the Cardiff City Network. We're going to start off with the Merthyr Line, I think it's Merthyr, and then we're going to go on to the Bay Line, so it's all one run, combining the two lines into one together. So we're just going to start at Radyr and run through to Cardiff Queen Street, and then we're going to take the Cardiff Bay Line. This is an early morning run, so I'm not sure how many or what the actual service pattern is, or whether stuff sort of changes throughout the day. I'm not quite sure. I've not quite studied the timetable yet, but this is what we're doing. And we have the Class 150. Let us get started, and we'll take a look around as we get on. Oh, there's a strange animation with the key there. Right when it takes out, it looks like it's missing the animation to like sort of turn. I need to put some this on. The switch on the back wall somewhere, I think, for the vigilance. Where is it? There. Lights on for passengers as well. Right, doors open. Now this has had some work done to it since last time people saw it on the West Cornwall local route. Obviously, it's had a full sort of like refit in here for the correct spec for TFW. Like stuff like GSMRs, actually, it's a panel texturing. This thing on the side, I think that's like the DAS thing. Doesn't work, but it's there. The Train FX panel doesn't work, but it's there. TPWS and obviously everything inside here as well. The refit inside. Ironing board seats, love them. And obviously the exterior side of things has had a refit with the texturing. Got new light clusters as well. All that works is should you want to couple things together, you can do that. Squeaky chair. Good looking Radyr station, which looks quite nice as well. One thing I will say, this route's got some nice stations. Decent, good models. Right. That horn hasn't changed. From what they were saying on the previous stream, there has been some sort of rework in the sound on this. And I do agree it did sound a little bit different. I wouldn't say it's all bad. Doing it on the 3, 5, 7 notches actually sounds alright, to be honest. It feels like it's 150 in sort of the sound. Not sure about the horn, but the engine sounds seem to feel like a 150. Maybe there has been a little bit of work done to them. The true test will be when we come to take the power off in a second. Will it just sort of go down with a sort of like speed rather than just dropping? Yeah, it's not great when you take the power off. It sort of takes forever to like spool down. It should just do it instant, really, when you take the power off. So it's that sounds naff. But the rev up seems alright, and brake release sounds good. This is Clandal, or Clandaff. Clandaff, I think it is. Brake squeal's good. I think the brake squeal seems to be a bit more prominent on this than it did on the 153. In all honesty. But the 153 might have needed a bit more vocal like that one. An old station house or something. Looks like an old station. These sort of modern reworks of all these nice big lift shafts, don't they, and the footbridge next to them. Very prominent on this lineups now. But again, another solid looking station. I do feel like a lot of these routes tend to have more focus and detail just around the station. Then when you leave the station, it seems to just drop off a bit. Dropping the speed off didn't seem so bad because it hasn't changed gear yet. I don't know. Main engine revving and that seems decent. The gear change on the transmission sounds alright when that happens. As well, to be honest. The thing for me at the minute, I'm not really wowed and dazzled by the foliage and stuff and scenery. The housing side of it was alright. One thing I think as well, they use this new grass, which is I think is on in the actual train paint, and you can't bloody see it. You can barely see it's there until you're like on top of it, which means to me that they haven't really bothered adding extra grass on the trackside rather than just like the train painted grass. There's barely anything there. It needs more grass, really. Very bare for a trackside. Bushes a bit close to the track. This bit down here, this is where I looked at the stream and felt it was lacking. Doesn't look great. This just looks like some fence with some bushes slapped outside of it. I think really with the proximity of the fences and the roads and the bushes, a bit more time probably could have been taken to make sure this looked right, because it just feels like they've just chucked them in and carried on. Just shame. Because now sort of back here it doesn't look so bad again. There's a bit of grass missing, but now it feels like it's a bit more care's been put into it, because again it's a station area. Maybe that's what they're sort of trying to achieve, as long as the station area is looking right, where people are standing. Everywhere else is just a case of just throw it in. We've got this is Cadiz or Cadiz, and then we've got Queen Street, and then Cardiff Bay. In the area, I presume that's some shops or something. Shopping centre? Is it a shopping centre maybe, or is it just a factory? I don't quite know. Okay, nice station. Little station area there. Ticket office. I'm still loving the fact that they've actually gone to the proper like length and detail to get the right fonts in, rather than using the stock one. It's actually proper, which is nice. All routes should be like that. We're going to be drawing up with the Radyr line in a minute. I think it's classed as the Radyr line. If you look on the map, we're drawing onto it, but that line splits off also down that way. But the Radyr line is the one that continues up, goes up as far as E-flow level. High level, did I say high level? But yeah, no, that's what I meant. Junction area looks nice. I do like the station at Queen Street. To be honest with you, it's very nice. I'm also speeding. I got a screenshot down here. Beat the time of daylight, but I reckon we can get some up. Oh, do you know what I thought? Legendary, we don't have the lights on. How bad? Also, they're on the wrong side now. This isn't going very well. Oh no, what's going on here? Oh, there we go. That was a bit bizarre. Doesn't... Hell. Alright. All going a bit wrong. Seems to be getting a little bit confused. I'm all a little bit stuck. These. I think I'll go for something like that really, because it's a bit more space. Texting. That was very bizarre. Yeah, I do like the station. To be honest, it's one of my favourite stations on the route, this one. Don't know why, it just feels quite nice. Old sort of canopy, and the paintwork's quite nice, and I do like the older looking canopies. Yeah, very good. Right. Onwards. Leave the Merthyr Line behind. We are going to take the Bay Line. Which is only a mile. Tiny. Basically a shuttle route. What on earth? Oh, it's attached to a lamppost. I thought you were floating. Bizarre. Creative Industries Wales. Actually got some sort of like logos and branding on some buildings here. Interesting. Yeah, I just like this view. It looks quite nice around here. There's actually some detail. That scaffolding looks a little bit ropey, doesn't it? I'm going to cross over the main line where the routes to and from like Swansea and London would travel. Cardiff Central's if you take the line to the right here. We may see something, who knows? Well, it doesn't look quite likely. And there's nothing at the minute. Quiet. There's a unicorn, but there's nothing on the main line. There's a dodo. So as you can see, this used to be a dual track line at one point in its life. It's now single. The foliage is looking good down here. The scenery in general is looking quite nice down here. Some bits on the roadside are a bit odd, them metal fences. I'm presuming they're like crossings or something. Yeah, for the most part it looks quite nice down here. The effort been put in. Like that walkway down under the track, that's cool. Nice little details like that. What I like. And there is your bay shuttle. As exciting as it gets. The station area, I believe, is set in sort of where they're working on an extension. I think they're meant to be on another platform or something. I'm not too sure. But from what Matt was saying, this is sort of is represented. Also, that big building distance apparently featured in Torchwood. So if anyone's into like Torchwood, like doctory sort of stuff, I believe that featured. Well, there we go. I hope you enjoyed this second section of the route. We've still got some more to do, so there will be another video. I've also got something more fun, sort of like generally fun planned for the route. So keep an eye on that. But yeah, not bad at all. Feels like Cardiff Bay. Yeah, it's not bad. So far, I wouldn't say the route is an absolute sort of like, oh my god, you must not buy this. I know some people won't, and some people, but yeah, I'm not buying it. Some people probably wait for a sale. Fair enough. If it's not one for day one, then yeah, stick it in your wish list. It might come down in a sale at some point soon enough. But the 153 as well is good fun. And there is some nice bits of scenery on it. It's not the worst I've seen, to be honest. So I'll honestly say that it's not the worst I've seen. I think the big one for me is some areas are just missing like extra foliage. If you're sitting in the cab, it's not that bad. If you start poking your nose around at places and you go and see something that doesn't like quite take your standards, it's like, yeah, that's it. Then you're gonna hate it. Which I have seen some areas. If you look away from the track, then yeah. If you stay in the cab and treat it as a cab experience, it's not actually that bad at all. So that's what I'll say. It's a bit more of a cab experience in some of the areas I've seen. Unless you look like areas like this where it's got detail on the stations. But until next time, folks, thank you ever so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Links in the description if you want to pick this one up, as usual. And yeah, we'll catch us on Twitch on the Monday and Friday. Twitch.tv/trainsim_TV for all manner of train sims of many genres, kind of like types of games that we have. We've got Run 8, we've got TS Classic, TSW. Trying to get some tram sim again in there soon. We want to have a look at the updates that have been put out for that, so keep an eye out. Thank you for watching, guys, and again, we'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.